What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here on Above Average. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Be good just to hold them down by your side. Yeah, great.
With what was going on, and at the end of the day, you got to be happy.
If you're new to the channel, as always, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. The channel's been doing good lately, and I'd like to continue that trend. And yeah, so it means a lot, guys, if you can keep liking on these videos, keep subscribing. Really helps out the channel, and it helps me out as well. It makes doing these videos a lot easier. So also, if you haven't noticed, I'm growing out a mustache for Movember. If you're growing out a mustache as well, feel free to leave a like because it's a great time of the year. It's for a great cause. I love seeing everybody's mustaches. Obviously, mine's a little bit of a work in progress, but I've been complimented a few times, so it means a lot. And yeah, so without further ado, let's hop into this video. And boy, do we have a good one today. We're talking about the one, the only, Connor McJesus and the Dutchland Dangler, Leon Draisaitl. Yeah, so these guys, oh man, what an absolute treat as an Oilers fan it is to watch them. In the thumbnail there, best duo ever. Maybe, I don't know. Statistically speaking, they are on another planet right now. Obviously they haven't got those their chips yet. They haven't got the championships, maybe. But as far as the stats go, it's hard to deny what they've been able to do, and it's hard to even fathom what they've been able to do over the last few years. Especially ever since Connor's broke into the league. So that's who we're talking about. They are on another planet, as it's crazy, and I've got some cool stats I'm going to share with you guys. But just from a fan's perspective, being able to watch them, for the last 5-6 years consistently every game pretty well, and then just what I've been able to take away from this year, they've just looked even better, which is kind of crazy because they've already looked super amazing in years prior, but. No, they haven't taken their foot off the gas pedal. As a matter of fact, they've only increased their pressure on that gas pedal because it's been insane. So, yeah, Connor McDavid, well, what can you not say that hasn't been said about this guy? He is just a man amongst boys, and it is just so crazy to watch. It's so crazy to see. He's looked so good this year. He's shooting, he's shooting at an all-time high right now. He's just so confident. There's people, even Leon Draisaitl, he was quoted for saying this summer, frick 50 goals, you're going for 60. You're going to get that 60 goal, you're going to be in the 60 goal club. And as of right now, he's on pace for even more than that. I don't think that's sustainable, but 15 goals in his first 16 games played. What the heck? That's way higher than it's ever been for Connor McDavid, and it's so sick to see. I love it. Yeah, it's unreal, and he's definitely, I don't know about 60 goals, but he's definitely getting that 50 goal mark this year. And it's almost like someone predicted this. Oh wait, yeah, I predicted this. Roll it. Second bold take, okay? Connor McDavid will win his first Rocket Richard, okay? Connor McDavid, obviously the best player in the world. If you don't think that, you
have no idea what the I'm talking about.
Yeah, so your boy over here, he kind of knows what he's talking about, and I've got this feeling. I get this gut feeling. It's in my gut. I did it then, and I did it now, and I did it this summer. And yeah, I'm not wrong. Connor McDavid is just looking like a whole nother beast out there. He's shooting. It's just like last year in the playoffs, he took up his game to another notch, and it really hasn't. He hasn't slowed down at all. He's still at that playoff caliber where he was just almost making a play, out of nothing, or just every single shift he was just doing something. It was crazy. But enough about Connor McDavid. His teammate, his ride or die, Leon Draisaitl. Oh man, I've said it before. I've never doubted a player more in my life than the Dutchland Dangler. I remember when we first drafted him, 3rd overall. Didn't really know a heck of a whole lot, really. I was just like, who's this? Leon Draisaitl. I've heard his name, but man, this guy has continued and continued and continued to progress into, I made a video this summer, and I put him, if you haven't seen it, maybe I won't spoil it, but Yeah, screw it. I put him in my top 5. I did. He was number 5 in that video. If you haven't watched it, I highly suggest you do. It was a good video. It did pretty well. But I put him in my top 5, and everyone like commented in that video like, "Oh no, like how is you put Draisaitl over Matthews? You put Draisaitl, like what the heck? He's not top 5." Okay, is he top 5 now? Because I'm seeing people saying he's top 2 now. Because out of the playoffs last year, out of, what everyone was able to do last year, McKinnon, Makar, Matthews, Draisaitl has been the only one really who's been able to keep at that pace. And Matthews hasn't. Makar, he's kind of doing, okay. He's still doing really, really good, but, he's not playoff caliber good like Leon and Connor were in the last year's playoffs. And McKinnon, he's obviously a beast in his own right, but I mean, you cannot keep Leon Draisaitl out of your top 5, even your top 3 right now. There's people saying he is the second best player in the world, and it's very deserved. Deserved, is that a word? It's very deserved. He's just been able to keep at Connor's pace while just doing what he does best and scoring and passing, and he's just such a balanced player, and it blows my mind how people say, "Oh, he's just getting all these points from Connor." Well, fun fact, he's been on even strength this year. Him and Connor have only played I think it was 3 minutes, and this was like 2 weeks ago, and it was like over 1 minute, so it's probably out at 3 minutes now. Obviously, they haven't been doing the best, so I'm just speculating that's not the actual number, but 5-on-5, they've played pretty well diddly squat is what I'm getting at, and people, they can't be saying that he's just getting points off Connor, he's just getting points because of Connor. It's just irrelevant, and it's not true. Obviously they are on the power play together, and they do put in the puck a lot, but that's what you're supposed to do. People are like, "Oh, he's only getting points now on the power play, and because Connor McDavid's feeding him the puck." Well, Connor's actually shooting the puck now, and who's feeding Connor? Yeah, that's right, your boy Leon. That's right, your boy Leon. So I just think, Leon just gets so much hate, and it's such BS, really. It really is. He's just such a patient, and any true hockey fan knows that he is an unbelievable talent in his own right. So that's what I'm saying there, and I'm sticking to it. This is quite literally, statistically, the best duo we probably seen since Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr. Obviously they were able to win a cup or two, but was it one cup? I'm sure they won one cup, but and I'm sorry, Crosby and Malkin, they definitely do have, they've got 3 cups together. Good for them. That's awesome. But as far as a statistical stats viewpoint, Connor and Leon are absolutely destroying what, Evgeny Malkin and Sidney Crosby were able to do in their primes. And just to put this in, perspective, Crosby and Malkin have never been 1 and 2 in league scoring. McDavid and Draisaitl have done it not once, not twice, but, well, no, they've only done it twice, but they're on pace to doing it 3 times. They're leading the league in scoring again this year, 1 and 2. They were pretty well leading the league in scoring last year as well. But good old Johnny Hockey, and a few other players kind of snuck in, so they finished 1 and 4th last year. But yeah, 1920 season they did it, and the 2021 season they did it, and this could be their 3rd year doing it. So that is just insane. And I know scoring was at pretty well an all-time low during Crosby and Malkin's era. Well, tough titty. That sucks for them. It's just insane to watch, and it hasn't stopped. You think they're gonna slow down, and it just hasn't, and it's crazy. And this is another stat that I want to tell you guys, which is just literally insane. So, and I had to actually call my brother because it just didn't make sense to me. These numbers were so impressive that I questioned them, and I didn't think they were true, so I had to call my bro. But no, he was like, "Trevor, no, that's true. Those are the numbers." So, McDavid, in his 16 games played this season, he has 32 points, which is, he's popping off at a 2 point per game average, which is kind of ridiculous. In the playoffs this last year, he had 16 games played, right, and 33 points. So in Connor McDavid's last 32 games, he has 65 points. In his last 32 games, like most people do, the 2 point per game average over like a 2-week period. That's 32 games. Connor McDavid has been averaging over 2 points per game. That is just insane. It really is. But, oh, you think I'm done? Ow. You think I'm done? No, I'm not. Leon Draisaitl, 28 points. in his last 16 games played to start this season. And in the playoffs, he has slowed down a little bit, but in the playoffs, 16 games played he had, and 32 points in those 16 games. That is crazy. So Leon Draisaitl, in his last 32 games, just under 2 points per game with 60 points. Think I'm done there? No, I'm not, ladies and gentlemen. Mainly just gentlemen, but that's okay. Combined between Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid in their last 32 games played, they have 125 points together combined in those 32 games. That is just insane. That is just insane. It doesn't even make sense. I still question, is that right? But it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is right. And it is insane. Like, that's got to be one of the craziest stats I've seen in the modern era of hockey. The point I'm getting at in this video is, if you're a hockey fan, you really just have to admire the talents that these two are. It's just worldly talents, and it's unreal. The fact that we were able to get Leon Draisaitl 3rd overall and Connor McDavid 1st overall, and just they've clicked so well, and it's kind of crazy. If you would have told me that Leon Draisaitl would be the player that he is today when we drafted him, never would have guessed that. Never, like never. Connor McDavid, on the other hand, yeah, I would have thought he would have been Crosby good, but he's even better. I'm sorry if I'm getting people mad. I can already feel the comments. Oh, you're an Oilers bias. Well, suck it.
Oh my God!
I might be, but the facts, these are facts. I'm spitting facts. Connor McDavid, I've asked several Flames fans what their thoughts are, because, I don't want to be that biased Oilers fan, and I like hearing what other people have to say. My uncle, for example, huge Flames fan, always has been. I was just visiting his place up in Calgary, and I said, like, what are your thoughts? Is Crosby better, or is McDavid better than Crosby? He says, oh, it's not even close. What McDavid's been able to do, yes, he hasn't won a cup, but as far as his skill level, he is miles above Crosby. And I'm like, thank you. And then he said it, so I can say it. And if I say it, I get on. So that's just the name of the game. But, if you're a hockey fan, you really just have to, this is like Gretzky and Curry, and Gretzky and Messier, and Yager and Lemieux. We're going to be talking about Draisaitl and McDavid, kind of like we talk about Crosby and Malkin. It's the same thing. And these are prime years of them. If you're a hockey fan, you just have to watch and admire the talents that they are, and forget about what team they play for, and just respect the talents that they are. Like, it's what I do with Cale Makar and Nathan McKinnon, Matthews. There comes a point where you just got to really respect the talents that they are, and I've said that 3 times now. So, but that is pretty well all I got for this video, guys. I really just had to talk about Connor and Leon. I've talked a lot about several Oilers players, and I've just been just wanting to talk about my boys Connor and Leon, because they really are 1 and 2, I think. And I was being humble this summer when I said they were the 1st best player in the world and the 5th best player in the world, but you can't deny what they've been able to do this season. They haven't taken their foot off the gas pedal, not even a little bit. So for that reason, they have to be 1 and 2. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments section as well, guys. If if you're a Flames fan, if you're whatever fan you are, just I'd love to hear your thoughts, because it really is. That's one thing I do encourage. I love hearing what other people I love hearing what other people have to say about my team, and I'm sure they like hearing what I have to say about theirs. So it's fun. Keep the comments family friendly, if you will. I know I'm kind of really talking high about McDavid and Draisaitl on this episode. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for this video. Really just wanted to talk about Connor and Leon. I'm uploading a little bit more. I'm finally settling in so I can upload more consistently, and that's nice, because the numbers were going down, but now they're going back up. So let's keep the likes coming. Let's keep the subscribes coming. Maybe can we hit 3,000 subs by the end of November? Let's do it. That's the challenge. So if you made it this far, obviously subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Take her easy, and peace.